Africa is a land of stories. They are told in villages around flickering fires. They are whispered by mothers to their children. These stories teach us about the world. They tell us why things are the way they are. One such story explains why the sun and moon live in the sky. This tale comes from West Africa. It is a story about friendship, respect, and the power of nature. It is a story passed down through generations. It continues to enchant us today. Once upon a time, the sun and the moon lived on Earth. They were great friends. They shared everything with each other. The sun was bright and warm. He brought light to the world during the day. The moon was gentle and serene. She illuminated the night with her soft glow. Then there was water. Water lived beneath the earth. She was powerful and flowed freely wherever she pleased. Water was essential for life. Every creature, great and small, depended on her. The sun and the moon lived in a beautiful house. It was made of shimmering gold. The sun's rays made the house sparkle. The moon's glow made it shine at night. They had plenty of space. The sun and the moon shared their home with their children, the stars. The stars were small and twinkled brightly. They loved to play hide and seek in the night sky. One day, the sun decided to invite water to visit. The sun, with its radiant glow, had always admired water's fluid grace and wanted to share its warmth and light with her. "Water," he called out, "why don't you come and visit us in our home?" The sun's voice echoed across the land, reaching the serene waters where water resided. The moon, who often shared the night sky with the sun, agreed. "Yes, water, we have plenty of space." The moon's gentle light reflected on the calm surface of the water, creating a shimmering path. Water hesitated. She knew her nature. "But my dear sun and moon," she said, "I am water. I flow and I fill spaces." Her voice was soft yet powerful, like the currents she commanded. "I flow and I fill spaces. Wherever I go, I expand and cover everything. Are you sure you have room for me?" Water's concern was genuine, for she knew the extent of her reach. "Are you sure you have room for me?" she asked again, her voice tinged with worry. The vastness of her being was not something to be taken lightly. The sun laughed and reassured her. "Of course, water. Our home is big enough for everyone." The sun's laughter was warm and inviting, spreading a sense of comfort. "Of course, water. Our home is big enough for everyone." The sun's confidence was unwavering, and it shone brightly, illuminating the vast landscape. The moon, however, felt a twinge of worry. She knew how powerful water could be. The moon's light dimmed slightly as she pondered the potential consequences. She knew how powerful water could be. The moon had seen water's strength during storms and floods, and she couldn't shake the feeling of unease. Despite her worries, the moon trusted the sun's judgment. Together, they awaited water's arrival, hoping for a harmonious union. Water finally decided to accept the invitation. She flowed gently towards the sun and moon's home, her presence growing as she approached. As water arrived, the sun shone even brighter, and the moon's reflection danced on her surface. It was a beautiful sight, a perfect blend of light and fluidity. The sun, moon, and water coexisted peacefully, each complementing the other's presence. Their union brought balance and beauty to the world, a testament to the power of harmony. And so, the grand invitation led to a magnificent union, where the sun's warmth, the moon's light, and water's fluidity created a world of wonder and tranquility. The African landscape, bathed in the glow of the setting sun, stood as a testament to the beauty of their collaboration. It was a grand invitation that changed everything. Section 5. Water's grand entrance. Water decided to accept their invitation. She surged up from beneath the earth. She flowed towards the sun and moon's house. At first, water trickled in slowly, filling the corners of their home. The sun was delighted. He had never seen anything so fluid and mesmerizing. The moon, however, watched with growing concern. She could sense the water level rising. "Water, dear friend," she said cautiously, "perhaps you've had enough." Section 6. Rising waters. But water was enjoying herself. "Oh, moon," she chuckled, "there's so much space here, I can't help but fill it." The water level continued to rise. Soon it reached their knees. The sun's smile began to fade. He realized his friend was right to be worried. "Water," he said, his voice now serious, "we appreciate your visit, but perhaps it's time for you to go." Section 7. A hasty retreat. Water finally understood. She had gotten carried away. "Oh my," she gurgled. "I am so sorry." Water tried to stop flowing, but it was too late. The water level was rising rapidly. The sun and the moon had to flee. They gathered their children, the stars, and rose higher and higher into the sky. They escaped just in time. Water had flooded their entire home. Section 8. A new home in the sky. The sun and the moon looked down at the earth. They had always watched over the world, providing light and guidance to all living beings. The sun, with his warm and radiant glow, brought life and energy to the day. The moon, with her gentle and serene light, brought calm and peace to the night. But now they faced a great loss. Their beautiful house, which had stood for eons, was gone. It had been a place of harmony and balance, a sanctuary where they could rest and rejuvenate. The ruins lay silent, a stark reminder of what once was. The moon sighed deeply, her light dimming with sorrow. "Oh, sun," she whispered, "what are we going to do? Our home is gone, and with it, a part of us." The sun, ever the beacon of hope, smiled warmly at her. "Do not despair, dear moon," he said, his voice filled with unwavering optimism. "We have the entire sky at our disposal. We can create a new home, one that is even more magnificent than the last." Inspired by the sun's words, the moon's light began to brighten. Together, they set out to build a new sanctuary among the stars. They gathered stardust and cosmic energy, weaving them into a tapestry of light and beauty. The sun and the moon worked tirelessly, their efforts creating a celestial masterpiece. Stars formed intricate patterns, and constellations came to life, each one telling a story of their journey and resilience. Their new home in the sky was a sight to behold. It was even more beautiful than their old one, a testament to their enduring spirit and creativity. The Milky Way stretched across the heavens, a river of stars that shimmered with vibrant colors. It was filled with light and wonder, a place where dreams could take flight and where the sun and the moon could continue to watch over the earth. Their new home was a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the face of loss, new beginnings are always possible. Section 9. The Sun and Moon's Rhythm. From that day on, the sun and the moon have lived in the sky. The sun shines brightly during the day. He reminds us of the importance of warmth and light. The moon glows softly at night, watching over us in the darkness. Water retreated to the rivers, lakes, and oceans. She learned a valuable lesson about respecting boundaries. The sun, the moon, and the water found a new balance. Section 10. Lessons in the Sky. This West African folktale teaches us many things. It is a story passed down through generations, filled with wisdom and lessons that are as relevant today as they were centuries ago. The elders gather the children around, their voices weaving the tale that has been told countless times, each word carrying the weight of tradition and the promise of knowledge. It reminds us that even the closest friends can make mistakes. In the story, two friends find themselves at odds, their bond tested by misunderstandings and missteps. Yet, through patience and understanding, they find their way back to each other, stronger and more united than before. This teaches us the value of forgiveness and the strength that comes from reconciliation. It highlights the importance of balance and respect in all relationships. The community thrives when everyone works together, each person contributing their unique skills and strengths. This harmony is a delicate balance maintained through mutual respect and a shared commitment to the well-being of all. It is a reminder that we are all interconnected, and our actions have a ripple effect on those around us. It shows us the power of nature and the need to live in harmony with it. The story speaks of the sun and the moon, celestial beings that govern the rhythms of life. They remind us of the beauty and power of the natural world and the importance of living in harmony with it. The animals and plants, the rivers and mountains, all play a role in the delicate balance of life. We are but one part of this intricate web, and we must tread lightly and with respect. Most importantly, it reminds us that even when things go wrong, there is always hope. The story is filled with moments of struggle and hardship, but it is also filled with hope and resilience. The characters face challenges, but they never give up. They find strength in each other and in their community, and they emerge stronger and more resilient. This is a powerful reminder that no matter how difficult things may seem, there is always a way forward. The sun and the moon lost their home, but they found a new one. In the story, the sun and the moon are forced to leave their home, but they do not despair. They adapt to their new circumstances, finding beauty and purpose in their new surroundings. This teaches us the importance of adaptability and resilience. Life is full of unexpected changes, but with an open heart and a positive attitude, we can find new opportunities and create something even more beautiful. They adapted to their circumstances and created something even more beautiful. The story ends on a hopeful note, with the sun and the moon shining brightly in the sky, a symbol of hope and renewal. It is a reminder that even in the face of adversity, we have the power to create something beautiful. We can find strength in our community, in our connection to nature, and in our ability to adapt and grow. This is the true lesson of the sky, a lesson that we can carry with us in our hearts and in our lives. Section 11. Stories in the Stars. The next time you look up at the sky, remember this story. Think of the sun, the moon, and the water. Let their story remind you of the power of friendship, the beauty of nature, and the importance of learning from our experiences. For in the end, these stories are not just about the sky. They are about us. They are about how we live our lives and the lessons we learn along the way. They are stories as old as time and just as enduring.